The question reads, what is the difference between the cell wall and plasma membrane? Give the functions of each one. Now let us see the answer to this question. So cell wall is found in the plant cells only. It occurs as a rigid protective covering outside the plasma membrane. So cell wall is present outside the plasma membrane and it is found only in the plant cells. In plant cells, it is formed of cellulose, a non-living substance. Chemically, cellulose is a polysaccharide. So, cell wall is non-living in nature because it is made up of cellulose in plant cells. It provides structural support and mechanical strength to the cell. So, cell wall helps to provide the support and the strength to the cell. Cell wall is also present in fungi, which is made up of chitin, some protist and prokaryotic cells. It is non-living in nature because it is made up of cellulose in plant cells, which is a non-living substance. Now let us read about the functions of cell wall. Cell wall has the following functions. First is that it provides a definite shape, rigidity and mechanical strength to the cell. Second is it protects internal structures and plasma membrane of the plant cell, and it also helps to protect the cell organelles that are present. Third function is that it counteracts osmotic pressure by exerting the wall pressure. Anytime osmotic pressure will be applied through the osmosis or the water molecules, cell wall also exerts its own pressure and it can counteract the osmotic pressure. Fourth is that cell wall restricts endoosmosis and prevents bursting of cells in hypotonic medium. So, hypotonic medium is that medium that consists of less solute and more of solvent is present. So, osmosis will take place and water molecules move from higher concentration to lower concentration. So, water will move from hypotonic medium inside the cell. So, this movement of water inside the cell is called endoosmosis, and due to which it will lead to bursting of cells. So, cell wall has this function that it restricts the endoosmosis and it prevents the bursting of cells. Fifth is being highly permeable. Cell wall permits free movements of substances in and out of cell. So cell wall permits all the substances to move in and out of the cell because it is highly permeable. Now let us read about the plasma membrane. It is the outermost covering of all cells. It is present in both plant cell and animal cell as it acts as the outer covering. It separates the cell contents from the external environment. Every cell is bounded by an extremely thin, elastic, and selectively permeable plasma membrane. So, plasma membrane is selectively permeable as it will allow only certain substances to go in and out of the cell. It is living in nature. So, cell wall was non living in nature as it was made up of cellulose, but plasma membrane is living in nature. Now let us read about the functions of plasma membrane. It binds the semi-fluid content of the cell and it gives it a definite shape. Second is it functions as a mechanical barrier and protects the cell contents and maintains internal environment of the cell. So it also helps to act as a barrier and it protects the cell organelles. Third is being selectively permeable. Plasma membrane permits only certain substances to pass through. So, plasma membrane is selectively permeable and it will allow only certain substances to pass in and out of the cell. Because of flexibility, plasma membrane enables the cell to engulf large molecules and food particles, which is called endocytosis. So, plasma membrane is living and that is why it is flexible. So, it will enable the cell to engulf the large molecules and food particles. This is known as endocytosis because the food molecules or the particles are coming inside the cell. Next is chemicals are present on the surface of plasma membrane that help in the recognition of foreign substances and defend against microbes. This is known as recognition. So there are some kind of chemicals which are also present in the plasma membrane and they help in the recognition of the foreign substances or microbes and it protects the cell. Next is specializations of plasma membrane establish contact and continuity among adjacent cells. So plasma membrane also helps to connect one cell with the next cell, and this helps to maintain the contact and continuity among the next cells or the adjacent cells. I hope you understood this question well. Thank you.